Who that nation? I ain't think he had it in him. Old Dennis Allen, I see he trying to keep his job because the success of Spencer Rattler is going to determine if he's the head coach going forward. Well, it's no secret. The Saints won the first 2 games, putting up 40 points. Clint Kubiak, new offense, caught the league off guard, but they done lost the last 3. And the last 3 games that they lost, it was terrible losses. Now with the season on the line, Dennis Allen came out and said that Spencer Rattler will be the quarterback going forward because Derek Carr will be out a few weeks. So that means Spencer Rattler will be the starter against the Tampa Bay Bucks and the Denver Broncos for sure, with Sean Payton coming back to the dome. Whoo! That dome gonna be so lit and live. But let's get back to Spencer Rattler. Okay, you ever was about to do something, you had a great idea, but at the last second you was like, I don't know if that gonna work because I know I need that, but I don't have it. Well, I think this is perfect situation. Listen to this, folks. Spencer Rattler. I like the young kid. You know, he got an arm. He can move around. He's very mobile. I watched him in preseason. I watched him in college. I thought going into this season that he should have been a starter. I didn't think that the Saints needed to go overpay for Derek Carr. Derek Carr been a failure since he came into the NFL. He's not really good, you know. He had a few years where he was good, but it's the same old Derek Carr, man. Same old Derek Carr. Boneheaded plays, no confidence, you know. I'm just so happy that Dennis Allen made the right decision because I was hearing they were thinking about starting Jake Herner. Like, no, he gives me Derek Carr vibes 2.0. You know what I'm talking about? They made the right decision going with Spencer Rattler. But if you're going to start Spencer Rattler and think he's about to change the whole look on this team, you're wrong. I can't be on here just talking about Spencer Rattler's the new starter. Yay! The Saints are about to turn it around. Pump the brakes, people. Pump the brakes. This is the New Orleans Saints now. They known for messing things up. They known for being stubborn. They known for not getting the pieces that they need at times. Well, look at here. Spencer Rattler's going to be good because he gives you an option with his legs to get away from danger. Sort of like Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes, Jaden Daniels. He cut from that clock. Well, check this out. This guy will not succeed. And here's why. I want him to succeed, but I don't think he's going to succeed. Because check this out. You're playing a Tampa Bay Bucks team who lost a heartbreaker against the Atlanta Falcons. A heartbreaker. The Tampa Bay Bucks. No, they can't lose 2 games in a row in the division. It's just hard to come back from that. Tampa Bay is looking to unleash their pain on New Orleans. They always play New Orleans tight. The Saints can't afford to lose, you could say, 2 back-to-back division games. They lost against Atlanta, which they should have won. And now they're about to play the Bucks. Whoever lose this game, you can say your season over. But if the Saints lose, they really over with. It ain't even going to matter that they got the Broncos coming up because they will be 2 and what? 4 seasons over with. You don't think Sean Payton going to really try to stick it to the Saints, though, and get them to 2-5 and get them out of here? Sean Payton built like that. That's how he coming. But check this out. The New Orleans Saints, they banged up right now. They are banged up. Alvin Kamara didn't practice the other day. Last game, you got Chris Olave with 2 catches, 2 targets. It ain't going to get it done. Your offensive line is shaky. You got Cesar Ruiz out. You got Eric McCoy out. So basically, you starting this rookie with no experience with a patched up offensive line. That's never the key for success. The last time the Saints started a rookie quarterback was Aaron Brooks. That didn't go well for us at all. You starting this guy with a patched up offensive line. When you go to the defense, the D-line been playing okay, but they haven't been good enough where they could put pressure on the quarterback. The linebacker crew. Willie Gay looked like he could play, but he's not ready yet. The linebacker core looked old and banged up. Patrick Mahomes took advantage of that. You think Baker Mayfield not going to do that? Come on, man. This team got too many holes. You go to the receiving core, Rashid and Olave. I'm a big fan of both of them guys. But like I always say, Chris Olave is not a number 1 receiver. He's a number 2 receiver. And Rashid is not a number 2 receiver. He's a number 3 receiver. I'm not saying that because they're not good. I'm saying that because in the NFL it's about creating mismatches. When you look at Bill Belichick in the Patriots, he used to always say, okay, y'all remember when he had Darrelle Revis? He used to take Darrelle Revis and put on the second best wide receiver. Why? That's smart. Because you know Revis going to eliminate that number 2 receiver. And their number 1 receiver should be able to be held in check by your other corner. It's all about matchups. So just imagine if the Saints could go and get Davante Adams. I don't care what they have to do. Pull it off. You bring in Davante Adams. You give Spencer Rattler, a guy who done been there and done that, a security blanket, man. Bring him in there. Davante Adams played number 1. Davante Adams still a top 5 wide receiver in the game. You know, when he focused and all that. Bring Davante Adams in there. Chris Olave, good. You put him as your number 2 receiver, how many number 2 corners could check him? Not many. He gets shut down by number 1 corners. You go to Rashid. Rashid, top 5 fastest player in the NFL. You throw him in the slot. How many slot corners could check him? None. He will cook. It's all about creating mismatches. Ever since Taysom Hill went down, this team looked average offensively. Average. You can't just sit and wait on Taysom Hill to come back. Even when he do come back, the way Taysom Hill play, he gonna always get hurt. If I'm not mistaken, he been getting hurt for the last couple seasons. It's because of how he play. He does everything for the team. That's cool and all that, but you gotta have depth behind him, which the Saints don't have. I'm not a fan of Wilson, and I'm not a fan of the wide receiver from Yale, Templeton. They not gonna get it done. You know, when defenses face the Saints, they know they're going to check Olave, they're going to check Rashid. The rest of the secondary are free to roam around. They could double both of them and still have secondary guys that could just roam around, play freely. Because they know the other 2 wide receivers not a threat. The Saints don't really have good tight ends like that. You know, and Alvin Kamara, he gonna get shut down by that D-line because the offensive line not really good, and the linebackers are gonna stuff Kamara because the Saints' offensive line can't block like that. You know what I'm talking about? Spencer Rattler may be running for his life, man. I don't want to see it, but that's how it's looking. I hope he could pull out some magic, man, and get the Who Dat Nation cheering for him, but it's going to be tough, man. He don't have everything that he need to be successful right now, in my opinion. The Saints have no running game. I don't know why they signed Jamal Williams. That dude been a bust ever since he came over from the Lions. They had him returning kicks. Man, come on, man. He not no fast player like that. There's no way he should have been back there. You know what I'm talking about? You got Keandre Miller. He's talking about he should be back. But it's going to take him a while to get into playing weight and to get in the flow of things. You know what I'm talking about? You got Adebo. Man, I swear, Adebo, he gets 2 pass interference calls every game that cost the Saints. Every game. Every game. It been like that ever since he was a rookie. One way the Saints can help out this guy is by playing good defense. Dennis Allen need to stop being stubborn and start running some zone defense. The defense is not built to play man-to-man, man. It's time to start running some zone. That zone will help out that defensive line. That defensive line be tired. They can't get the pressure like they need to. Cameron Jordan, where are you? You know? Chase Young, I need more. DeMario Davis, I know you old, buddy, but you got to give us more than what you giving us, man. Saints need to go out and sign Devin White. He's a free agent. He played at LSU. Go sign this guy, man. You know? You need another linebacker in there. I'm interested to see how all this plays out, you know. It's time for Spencer Rattler to shake rattle, man. Shake that rattle and let's sting. You feel me? Let's make the NFL respect us. You know what I'm talking about? Dude kind of giving me Patrick Mahomes vibes. That might be a stretch, but I tell you one thing. He may not be Patrick Mahomes, but I'll take the T-Moo Patrick Mahomes any day. You feel me? As long as he get it done. Real talk. I'm rooting for this kid. I don't want everybody to turn their back on him once he throw an interception or mess up. He is a rookie. He is unexperienced. We all throwing him into the fire with not that much to work with. Don't throw him to the wolves if he mess up. Don't rattle his confidence, man. Uplift this guy. He is our future. If this season don't go well, I'm not ready to get rid of him. I'm letting this dude learn from his mistakes, and hopefully he could develop into a franchise quarterback, something that the New Orleans Saints desperately need.